and gluconeogenesis, turning non-carbohydrate elements into sugar, like your bones, your muscles, and your fat. You can literally go suffer from hypoglycemia with this, with Addison's disease. If you ain't got cortisol to help get that sugar in your bloodstream, to unlock glycogenolysis, yeah, to use your stored sugar, you always need to have sugar in your bloodstream, okay? And what happens if you ain't got cortisol that's gonna help make it or get it in there? You ain't gonna drop dead, right? Even your blood vessels themselves need the sugar that you eat from your food for them to be able to constrict and pump. I mean, if we have to stretch and dilate and contract with the blood flow, to push the blood there, that take energy to do it. If you ain't got no sugar in your bloodstream, your sugar is like literally 10. You know what I'm saying? It takes energy for yourself, for cortisol to be able to turn, to initiate gluconeogenesis or glycogenolysis. It takes energy, that process to turn that sugar into ATP or taking the stored sugar and breaking it down to glucose. That takes energy to do that. And if you got 10 look, your sugar level 10, how your body gonna do that? You're gonna drop dead, man. So let's talk about the effects of cortisol, not having cortisol on the heart, okay? Because we all learned, well, you should learn, that cortisol helps constrict, help your heart beat faster. Okay, so you have cardiovascular dysfunctions. You know, your heart needs sugar to pump too. Okay, it's connected to the blood vessels to pump the blood. The blood vessels of the heart that feed itself has to have glucose for it to be able to have energy to pump. And if you ain't got cortisol, what you think will happen to your heart? You have cardiovascular dysfunctions. You have decreased receptor sensitivity to to norepinephrine, epinephrine. Okay, cortisol likes to speed up the heart rate. Okay, and if you don't have this cortisol doing this, you have massive vasodilation. Your vessels are going to dilate because cortisol helps constrict vessels to increase your blood pressure. And if you ain't got cortisol, how far your vessels can dilate is what's going to happen here without cortisol. So what do you think it's going to do? Your blood pressure is going to plummet to the ground. You're not squeezing that blood through the vessels. It's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. It ain't nothing holding on to that blood or that fluid in your vessels, because the vessels themselves are dilated. If you had cortisol, it would have constricted it. But you ain't got this here. So just imagine if you're in the middle of a fight and your cortisol just cut off. Your vessels going, and you're going to plummet because your normal blood pressure is 120 over 80. Okay? If you ain't got cortisol to maintain that good blood pressure, your blood pressure 50 over 10 or something like that. It's going to plummet, y'all. And if you ain't got blood pressure, how cells going to get perfused with oxygen, with nutrients? Okay? When God said your body is a temple, it really is. It took a lot for him to be able to make a chain reaction for us to be able to walk and talk on our own and feel what we feel on our own. We literally need to be on a chair, a royal chair, just sitting there to a degree. And just be thankful that you exist. Y'all playing with these bodies. Playing with. This vasodilation is going to lead to bradycardia. The heart has vessels that supply blood to itself. So when the heart pumps, it's pumping that blood to itself too. And if you have massive vasodilation to where the blood can't even get to feed the heart itself, do you see how you'll have cardiovascular problems? Decreased cardiac output. You'll have orthostatic blood pressure. Okay, that's when you stand up and you get dizzy and you sit back down. Your vessels are dilated, bro. Like how you gonna try to stand up fast like that, man? Well, you about to plummet over. Blonde and bridges falling down. You can't just get up fast like that.